Shea.
Hey, buddy. We doing introductions?
We're doing introductions, apparently.
Okay, well, what's your name? Because I've never met you before in my life.
No, never. I'm just a stranger. We just decided to talk to each other over Discord.
Is
Yes,
this
yes.
AIM? Is this old school AOL?
No, my name is Out.
Oh, okay. It's out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, I thought you were in.
I've never heard that joke before. Well, this is in Chan. Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, sure.
And
Sure, that's your name. It's not a fake name. It's the most fake name I've ever heard in my life. Who the hell is
oh
named
yeah,
In?
no, dude, I've Googled my name. There's like 3 in the whole world.
Oh, yeah, there's like 6 of me, so we're in good company. And I am Shea.
No, there's like 6 of you in like New Jersey.
No, at least on Facebook, at least my spelling.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's
I'll give
there's
you
a
that.
lot of Shaylas and Shanays that all shorten their name to Shay. Not a lot of Shays with my spelling.
No. Well, we didn't welcome anybody for the last few episodes, so thought we'd start there. I think this is episode 3. We got 2 of them up on some of the podcast sites. I think we're
Yeah.
up to 3 now.
We're up to what? Spotify, YouTube, and anything else?
Pocket Cast and Anchor.
Pocket Cast. Sounds ghetto. Dig it.
Yeah, I've never used it before, but Anchor publishes to like 7 or 8 other sites automatically. We just have to get approved for it. So it's
cool.
going through the approval process right now.
Nice.
Anyway.
Yay, so we're getting all official.
Yeah, we are. We are. It's getting exciting.
All right,
We got 7 views.
perfect. And those are probably all my sisters.
Probably you, me, and your sister. That's it.
Yeah. And we
Anyway,
also have 7 drinks for today, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, that kind of worked out.
Yeah, no, that was a nice little segue there. Like,
Yeah.
wow. Okay,
But-
we should do more of that. Just start listing off numbers. I'll come up with things.
Yeah,
for
just
them.
numbers. We just
Yeah.
go. Yeah. No, we got the 7 drinks for Justice League, right?
Yeah, because that's gonna be our main topic later. I mean, we got other stuff to talk about first, but I've got mini shots for all the members of the Justice League.
Yeah, I finally had the time to watch the Snyder Cut. That shit was long.
Yeah, seriously, right? That took a day.
Oh, I had to I had to focus and be like, all right, I can do I watched it in like 2 segments, maybe 3. But like I'm like, I can do an hour here. Then I'll do another hour here. And then
Yep.
I had to plan out my day around it. It was ridiculous.
Well, I'll tell you what, real quick. Then why don't I start us off with the Batman shot?
How dark and broody did you get with that?
Oh,
man?
dude, it is black. It is black in color.
What you put in it?
I actually used whiskey and blue curacao, pretty much equal parts of each, and just a splash of orange bitters because I was curious how that would work with it.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah, so
I don't think I've ever used whiskey with blue carousel before.
well, I mean, the idea behind a old fashioned or Manhattan is often muddling orange or some triple sec. So the blue carousel on me, that just resonated as the same idea.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just another orange liqueur, and I just had to be like, yo, Batman's bitter. I got these orange bitters right here. We're doing this.
It's a little on the nose there, don't you think?
Oh, it's perfectly on the nose. It's a black ass shot that's like dark and bitter. Like,
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's
So-
it's Batman. It's broody. It's right there. We're good.
and I haven't tried any of these shots, by the way. Like, these are all, I mean, some of them are variations of other drinks, but these are all brand new things that I'll be trying on the spot tonight.
All right, Shay. How is it?
All right, we will see. Hold on. I don't take shots well, by the way. I'm a big drinker and not a big shot taker.
Down the hatch. Did you slam the glass too?
Yep. Sorry, Tasty. Might have peaked the mic on that one. Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
What was that reaction?
Yeah, that was just a natural, like at the bar, like smack the glass back down reaction.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I
Actually,
heard. That's what I
that
thought
that
you
was
did.
actually pretty good though. That
Ah,
went
I thought it
down.
was bad. That's why you had that reaction.
No, actually, I might pull back and not use the bitters next time, but that was actually a really smooth shot.
Interesting. I'm guessing you use Evan Williams again?
Yep. Yeah, just
Hmm.
my easy bourbon.
Yeah. Well,
Like I've said before, you got to use the cheap stuff when you're like experimenting and playing around with like crazy concoction drinks.
yeah. Well, it's a shooter. Like
Yeah.
green tea shots. You know,
Yeah.
it's a shooter.
Exactly.
So it's supposed to be it's not supposed to hit hard anyway. So
Yeah, that was good.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I you know, I'll take that as a Batman shot. I'll use that in the future.
I really wanted to say just like his parents, but you know. I
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Wait.
My brain went really dark there.
It's okay. I just broke my pearl necklace.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that was
I'm
good. That was
sorry.
good. I appreciate that. You dark son of a bitch.
But anyway,
All right. So, do you want to just start off with anything we're looking forward to in the near future? Because I actually just discovered something today that I didn't think was coming out for a while.
mm, mm. I know I'm a little late on this, but I finally saw the Pokemon trailers.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yeah, Legend of Arceus or Legends Arceus,
Yes,
and
yes.
what is it? Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the remakes of Diamond and Pearl.
Yes. Which they seem to be like one-to-one remakes, which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Like, I'll play that.
Well, Nintendo does that, right?
Yeah.
They did the Fire Red and Leaf Green, and they just revamped the graphics and they re-release it, which is fine. I'll play it again.
Yeah, and
Love those
they
games.
always add in extra stuff when they do that. Like, they added in the Sevi Islands in Fire Red and Leaf Green, and
Right,
um,
right.
uh, in Gold and Silver, they added the walking feature with your Pokemon and a few other things.
Either
And
way, I'll enjoy it.
yeah,
So yeah, that's coming out. Arceus though.
yeah, dude, I'm
You
way
saw the
too pumped.
trailer, right?
Oh my god, I am so pumped for that. I know some people are like bitching that the graphics were subpar, but the game's not supposed to be out for like a year.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. The graphics are well, they're comparing it to Breath of the Wild, right?
Yes.
That cartoony style. And even at this, I'm gonna call it an alpha phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of comparable to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And I thought the graphics there were I mean, it wasn't groundbreaking, but it was beautiful. Like there was a lot of good like screenshot opportunities for that game. And I don't know, I think people are just being overly critical.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's a common thing in both movies and games when the first trailer comes out or a leak comes out and everyone's like, "Oh, the graphics look like crap." Well, yeah, they haven't been fully rendered yet. It takes
Right, right.
well,
This is literally the base bones of what we're showing you
yeah.
because this is what we have.
Yeah, and it's like, "Hey, we just wanted to make an announcement." Like, calm down.
Pixel graphics have become the new thing, right? Like the there's a lot of games on Steam where the content and the gameplay and the quality of the game is good, but the graphics are pixel.
Yeah.
Like that's how the independent developers are kind of cutting cost. I don't care what the graphics kind of look like. As long as the gameplay is good, the story is good, maybe. I don't know, it's Pokemon game. Stories are blah. But
Yeah, the stories can be
as
a
long
bit
as
hit and miss,
yeah,
but
exactly. But like if the gameplay is good, like the mechanics, it
yeah.
looks like you have to be the one in the bush and then you throw the Pokeball at
Yeah, like you actually have to like maybe aim the Pokeball a little and actually put effort into catching the Pokemon. Like that's pretty freaking awesome. I'm trying not to be 9 levels of hype for this idea.
I don't know. You're the Pokemon guy, so I expected 10 levels of hype from you. So
Oh yeah, yeah, I try to reel it in, but there's a new trend starting My girlfriend has started having me just describe the story of Pokemon day by day, episodes at a time. And you know how I have that weird, like, perfect memory for this stuff?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it comes out and I just tell the whole stories, all character names. She stopped me after the first time she asked me to do this. She's like, "Do you just watch these episodes like yesterday?" I'm like, "No, last time I saw that one was like probably 15 years ago."
Yeah, you're like a Pokemon savant.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I could have been a doctor.
Just your brain, it's on max capacity of useless Pokemon and Digimon information.
Yeah, I know the names, attacks, and abilities of like 900 Pokemon and a few hundred Digimon as well.
If if I ever need anything for Pokemon, I just go to you anyway.
Yeah.
But back to Arceus. Fight scenes look good. They look. I don't know. I don't think there's like a cutscene where like you if you get an encounter in the old games, there's the music and then
Yeah.
it blurs and then you get another screen, right?
Hmm.
Kind of looks streamlined to the open world. I they didn't show any gameplay of it, but that's what I'm assuming anyway. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super brief gameplay that they showed. It just seemed like real, like Breath of the Wild. You're just in it. There's
It's what I wanted Let's Go to be.
yes. That's what I keep thinking of. Like it's the evolution of Let's Go.
I mean, Let's Go was fun.
Yes.
I mean, we stayed up doing like shiny chains and stuff with that game.
Oh, you and
And
I, we were doing contests between ourselves, like who could catch more shinies in a day, or which shinies did we
right,
catch.
and get like the max EVs or whatever and
Yeah,
all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah. It was just a fun way to spend our time. I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, but this is more of the open world that I want from the Pokemon series. It's the next evolution of it.
Yeah, this is the first step in my head to having like that full VR world that you can just like put on the helmet and like, okay, now I live in the Pokemon world.
I'm never gonna see you again.
Yeah, no, once that happens, I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
comatose in a
I'm
bed somewhere. I'm going full like um God, what's that term? When you die in real life and you just get transported into a video game or a fantasy world.
oh, yeah, it'll come to me later.
Yep. Nah, I'm just blanking, but it'll come to me. It's a whole freaking genre.
Anyway, yeah. Um, 2 minute trailer. I think that's all I have for it. I'm just very excited for it.
Oh, do you have any thoughts or predictions for like what they could do in the game? Because I've been thinking since I can't imagine there'll be gym leaders like in the traditional sense. I'm thinking there's gonna be boss Pokemon and there's gonna be, I don't know, some level of a challenge setting where there's just a bunch of really strong Pokemon in a certain region. And to be able to do things, you have to like fight all these boss Pokemon.
I would love to have like you're going on an open world and you're in this zone, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see like a legendary Pokemon like just in the corner, like one of those gigantic ones,
Yeah.
and like you're just afraid to go near it. Or like you have a Dragonite just like flying around and you're like level 2 and your starter Pokemon's level 3 and you're like, I'm running.
Yeah, I'd love that. And there was a little bit of that kind of thing in Sword and Shield when they had the open world Pokemon, but like some of them in
Not what I'm describing though.
yeah, no, like it would be a new level to that. Because in some of
Hmm.
those cases, yeah, they'd be like level 40, very powerful, fully evolved Pokemon that you could be screwed if you walked over there at the wrong level, but this would be like everywhere, is what I'm hoping.
Right. Well, which I think it was Sun and Moon that did the challenges for the islands.
Yes, the island challenges.
Yeah. Instead of gym what are they called? Gym trainers? Whatever they're called.
Gym leaders?
There we go.
Yeah.
God, English is hard. Anyway, yeah, instead of the gym leaders, you had the island challenges, right?
Hmm.
I'm thinking somewhere close to that.
Yeah, I could imagine that with
One
it
of the one yeah, one of the quests is like go catch this or go defeat that. and something. I don't know.
Yeah, and with
I
having like a benefactor in the game who's trying to get you to like kind of create the first Pokedex via drawings and scribbles. Um,
Right, right.
like
The Pokeballs were wood, I think.
yeah, the bottoms of them look like wood. My first thought is, do you remember in Gold and Silver how Kurt would make Pokeballs out of apricorns?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Like
Um,
the special ones.
yes. Because the thing in those games, like he was carrying on an ancient tradition. Like the Pokeballs in my head in this game are like the first ones made out of the apricorns.
So do you have to go collect them and make them yourself?
That
That'll be pretty cool.
that might
That'll be a nice side thing.
Yeah, that might be a possibility. Like you have to
Mm.
farm apricorns in order to, create more Pokeballs. Or at least
Mm.
like pay somebody in the game to get apricorns and make them for you.
What if you have to get a legendary apricorn to make a legendary ball to catch a legendary Pokemon?
Yo, I would love if that was kind of the way that they bring back the GS ball, the gold silver ball that they introduced in the
Oh
anime.
yeah. Yeah, that went to that dropped off,
Yeah,
right? I only remember that.
no, the original idea for that was it was supposed to be the gold silver ball and it held a Celebi. At least that's my
Oh yes,
understanding.
that's right.
And that's why
That's
they
right. That's
like
right.
that was part of why they couldn't open it in the show, and then they eventually just like dropped that story arc. I do know around that
Right.
time the writer of Pokemon, he was all drunk, drugged out, and depression, and he died at some point in the middle of that run, I think. So
Hmm.
that whole story arc got dropped real quick.
Yeah, I remember that briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's Pokemon. I'm gonna limit our time on that because otherwise we can go hours.
Oh yeah, I'll go for days on Pokemon.
Yeah, you and I can we can talk about Pokemon for days.
I will just say the time when I bought Let's Go and I was with our buddy Frank, and the next day you called us both nerds because we got off of work, went to Walmart at 2 in the morning, got the game, told you the next day because you like were listening in on our conversation, and you called us fucking nerds, and then like the next day you texted me and Frank, hey, so what versions did you both get? And I just called you out immediately. Just like, you're buying Let's Go right now.
Look, to my defense, I called you nerds. I never said I wasn't one.
That is fair. That is very fair.
Oh, yeah, that was yeah. When I texted you, I'm like, he's gonna call me out on this. I know it.
Yeah. And we got you playing Pokemon Go, and like we were having a ball with that for a while.
Yeah, I played. I don't know. I never got into Pokemon Go.
Yeah. You only walk like 30,000 steps at work every day.
Yeah,
Why would you play Pokemon Go?
yeah. Why not? Yeah. Well, with Let's Go, I did carry around that pedometer for a while to level up.
Yeah, the Pokeball, yeah.
Yeah, we did that for a while.
I love that
Then
thing.
it was bulky in my pocket, and I'm pretty sure I hit like counters with it, and it hurt a lot, so I like stopped carrying it.
Oh, I would keep mine just on my belt loop, which little kids would run up to me all the time and just be like, Pokemon! Like I was I was best friend to all little kids because of that. They'd see the Pokeball just hanging off my belt. Though one time that went super wrong when it was hanging on the front of my belt, and little kid went to grab.
Oh, that
I
no,
jumped back very
no,
hard on that one.
no.
His parents
Yeah.
were right there, and it was just like, no.
Yeah, let's stop that story there. Anyway. Oh, I just remembered. I do have one that I'm looking forward to. That's coming out soon actually.
What's that?
Uh, The Bad Batch, Star Wars.
Oh, I'm not really familiar. I think I heard about this before, but I don't really know about it.
Well, I told you I finally finished watching Clone Wars, right?
Yep. Oh
And
wait,
in the
yes, the
middle,
Bad Batch. Yeah,
yeah, the clones that have
defects.
mutations,
Yeah.
defects, yeah. They're making a series on Disney Plus with that.
That is awesome. Actually, but I was curious, like, what would happen to them when Order 66 went out? Because one thought in the back of my head was, well, because they were quote unquote defective and not meant to go into service, would they not have that chip in their head? Would they not follow Order 66?
That's an interesting thought. I never considered that, but maybe they'll um
And the one
reveal
member,
that in the series.
yeah, and the one member of their group, I forget his name, but he was big in all the Clone Wars, and he's the one who became cybernetic or a cyborg.
Echo.
Echo. Echo,
Yeah.
he also had that chip disabled.
Yeah, because he was taken captive and they used his brain to try to predict Republic strategies and stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah,
and
it probably got yeah.
so like, does that mean the Bad Batch totally separated from the rest of the Empire? And are they just off doing their own thing and kind of like giving the middle finger to the Emperor?
That'll be pretty cool though. I mean, that the concept of the Bad Batch is they're their own unit, right?
Yeah. Like they all had their specialized abilities. Like one was the
Right.
muscle, one was a sniper,
One
one
was
was
a
just
I think one
gorgeous.
was actually named Tech.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. I liked the I think it was like a 3 episode arc or something when they were focusing on them. And I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for that. You have any idea when
Hmm.
it's coming out?
First episode's May 4th.
Oh
So
wow,
3 weeks?
literally may the fourth be with you. See what they're doing there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
They did I think they released Clone Wars on May the 4th too. So they're kind of following that.
Cool. So I'm requesting off May the 4th. Um
Denied.
it's probably a Tuesday or something. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's a Monday or something.
Yeah,
It'll be
perfect.
fine.
Yeah. Um all right. There's another show I want to talk about real quick, but
Yeah, you didn't tell me before the stream. What the
yeah.
hell is it?
I don't know a lot about it, but first I'm gonna take another Justice League shot.
Who's
Um,
up next?
uh,
Aquaman?
I think yeah. If I'm going in order of like their appearance in the movie, I think Aquaman is next. So
Yes, yeah.
Aquaman, I went real basic. It's rum with a splash of lime.
Explain.
Ah, ah.
Oh, you were taking the shot. I thought you were
Yep.
just being
Nope.
quiet for
Nope.
no
Nope.
reason.
Nope. Come on. He's a fucking pirate for God's sakes. And like rum.
Technically, yes.
He's
Yes,
chugging a
yes.
bottle of rum in the movie.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Rum with lime, you can't go wrong with that. It's a good combination.
Yeah, I actually chilled it, shook it, like trying to make sure it was cold, but it has been sitting here for a couple minutes. Like, because I was
Mm.
trying to go with the he's in the frosty region in the movie kind of thing, but um, hell, it works just as well at room temperature.
Okay. The biggest question is what rum?
Oh, cheap ass rum. We're talking $10 a bottle rum. We're talking rum with
Come
no
on.
name. You think Aquaman's
Oh,
spending money
you're-
on rum?
No, you're going. Aquaman just wants any type of run,
Yeah.
the cheapest run, as much as
Yeah,
possible.
exactly.
Rum-
And it's just, I went with a pure shot of rum with just a baby splash of lime.
Oh,
And you know
you
what?
did Aquaman dirty.
No, I did Aquaman right. Like, that is not doing Aquaman dirty. All right.
Yeah, I was in my head when you said rum. I was thinking coconut rum.
Oh, no. He's not fancy. Have you seen
No,
him?
you're right. You're absolutely right. He is not.
I mean,
fancy.
technically it was spiced rum. So,
Okay,
there's that.
so cheap spiced rum.
yes.
Okay,
All right.
I'm okay with that.
But the show,
All right. So what is this show? You are killing me right now.
the Pacific Rim anime.
There's a Pacific Rim anime.
Yeah, it was announced like a year ago, and I know next to nothing about it, but I am pumped about it.
I remember this now.
Yeah, I was just on Netflix today. I was going to watch something else, and I saw that in like my suggested list, and I was like, wait, what? that is coming out now. I thought that was like another year down the line.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Pacific Rim: The Black.
Yeah. So, dude, I want to watch more. I mean, we just came off of Godzilla. I need more kaiju robot battles.
Mm. It looks a little CG, a little anime. It reminds me of Evangelion.
Evangelion?
Yeah, whatever.
Goddamn. I'm judging your face.
Yeah. I've always pronounced that wrong. And I cannot
Also,
fix it.
you are the type that refuses to watch an English dub. So you have never heard it pronounced in English. I will give you that. I'll give you that out if you
No,
take it.
I have not. You're right.
Yeah.
But it kind of reminds me the anime style and the I'm looking at some screen caps of it right now. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, actually, so I wasn't the biggest fan of Netflix anime at first because they have a lot of Netflix quote unquote original anime productions.
They're
These,
not really originals.
yeah, I know. That's why I said quote unquote.
Yeah.
But they use that CGI, but it grew on me with time. It got better with time.
It got better with time.
Yeah.
It got better.
And it looks pretty clean and pretty good. I mean, when they did the last Godzilla anime, it looked pretty good.
Oh, you saw that. You said that was good. I didn't watch that one.
Yeah,
The
actually,
Godzilla
I
anime.
would say the first one was the best, the second one was pretty good, and the third one I had mixed feelings on.
Mm.
Like the story structure was a little all over the place. But I mean, overall, they've been doing like a decent job on their anime. They're not getting A's from me, but they're getting like C pluses, B minuses. Like they're doing
Wow,
work.
they released it's 7 episodes. They released everything, and they're renewed for a second season.
Oh, sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
my next like afternoon or day that I have, I'm binging that, and maybe we can talk about it next week.
Hmm.
Um,
They're 30-minute, 20-minute episodes. I think I can watch it too. I'll
yeah,
find time
we
for it.
could do that in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a cool one that I like. I encourage anybody who likes a good kaiju fight. Let's check out some Pacific Rim.
There's a Dota anime.
Oh, I saw that too. That just came up recently.
I'm just looking at the recommended list right now. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about a Dota anime.
Yeah, I remember the name, but I can't remember what that one's even about.
Mm, okay, I'm gonna sidebar that. I need to do some more research on that
All
one.
right. All right, so should we get into Justice League?
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about.
All right, well, then I will start us off with my Wonder Woman shot.
Mm.
It's very simple, just tequila, cranberry, and lime juice.
You went tequila with Wonder Woman. I
Yeah,
think I'm okay with that.
I
Yeah.
know. I was debating it, and then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, tequila will fuck you up. That bitch will fuck you up. like, like, like.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, she will.
All right, here we go.
Oh God, I need to cover the silence on when you're drinking your shots. What do I say? I don't know what to say.
Boobs.
You suck.
That is a
Well,
nice little shot. I've made tequila cranberry drinks before.
it's a good combination. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, that was a nice clean shot. I just used silver tequila.
Tequila Cosmo,
Yeah,
give or take. Yeah, tequila Cosmo shooter.
yeah, just a little splash of lime. Beautiful.
Yeah, perfect.
Goes right down, and it'll fuck you up if you let it.
It goes right down, huh?
Oh yeah, wait, plead the fifth.
I'm sorry.
Wait. I have to address this. All right, so last week we were talking about Godzilla.
Right.
My sister and her fiance listened to the podcast,
Uh-huh.
and she texted me a couple of times while she was listening to it. And at one point, she just texted me, tap or no tap. And then with a follow-up text, like, are you saying that about Millie Bobby Brown? And I just send back an LOL. Fuck yeah, you get it. Like, followed by a stream of hate text of disgusted Shea. She is 16 years old. What the hell is wrong with you?
She didn't watch the movie, did she?
She did watch the movie. She just didn't remember.
Forgot.
And then when I texted her back, her fiance remembered. And he was like, oh, wait, no, I get it. I get the joke. I was not saying I would tap or no tap Millie Bobby Brown. It was a reference to tap or non-tap water. And I said, yeah, about Millie Bobby Brown because she was in the scene.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay. Let's stop that story there. I regret everything.
Yeah. All right, so Justice League. What were your thoughts? You're fresher on it now than I was. I watched it when it first premiered.
Yeah, that was what, 3 weeks ago, give or take?
Yes.
Yeah. I watched the original.
Yes.
I thought it was average at best.
Yeah, it was like just a movie. Like it was.
Yeah, it was. It was superhero. It was okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Snyder Cut was 4 hours long.
Yeah.
And it did feel long at the end, but while I was watching it, I was engaged the whole time.
I agree with that. I had a couple of moments here and there, like check your phone moments.
Yes, but majority of it I was engaged.
Yeah. I watched it on like a rainy day afternoon right after it premiered, like a day or two after it came on HBO. And that was basically my experience. I was mostly locked into it the whole time.
Well, I mean, Snyder had a very unfortunate incident while finishing this film. And,
yes, his daughter passed away, right?
Yeah, his daughter passed away.
Yeah.
And Josh Whedon had to come in and Josh Whedon.
Yeah, the one who
English is my third language. I'm sorry.
He did Firefly in the first Avengers movie and the second Avengers movie.
And he came in and he tried to do his best, but like the direction was, up and down, left and right. It was all over the place. You know?
The structure of the original, I was describing this earlier today, it didn't work. Like it didn't know if it was trying to be serious, dark, funny, like.
I think because of the criticism from Batman vs Superman, being as dark as it was, right? I think they Warner Brothers wanted this one to be a little more lighthearted.
Yeah, I agree with that, and that's why they brought Whedon on.
Right.
Like he's known for that.
Yeah, but the original tone of the movie was kind of dark. You can't really change that dramatically in the middle. Like there were one-liners, which I thought they were pretty good one-liners, but
yeah, I think the in the Snyder Cut in particular, the one-liners were far better than they were in the original.
I don't think there were that many.
There weren't that many. They were used sparingly.
And I think it worked better because of that. Yeah, I'll agree with that. But like, I don't know. It was a clash of visions, in my opinion. And it flopped. It was. I think it lost money, right?
It may have, but it's always vague on that because I'm not looking at the numbers, but the numbers they gave versus what they made, the numbers they gave versus what they made at first sound perfectly fine, normal, until you consider that every studio spends about double the budget for the movie on advertising.
Well, hold on. Wiki. Yeah, break-even point was $750 million for this movie. It only made $657 worldwide. So they did lose money on it.
Yeah. In theory.
Yeah.
You never know.
In theory. You never know. I mean, there's also, whatever. Well, I'm not getting into that. Anyway. But um, yeah, it's just it was blah.
Yeah, and like that was the most upsetting thing when that movie came out because one, I think a lot of us do like comic book fans were very excited about the idea of Batman v Superman. That flopped on us. Like, or at
Hmm.
least we had a lot of problems with it. Then Justice League. And initially, everybody had this idea of why are we rushing the Justice League? Why does the Justice League have to come out right
I
now?
agree with that.
Why can't we build up to it?
Yeah. Look, when the Avengers came out, every single Avenger except for Hawkeye and Black Widow had a solo movie. They
Yes,
were
and
introduced in a solo movie previous to that team up movie, right?
yes, and even Hawkeye and Black Widow had appearances in other movies leading up to it.
Yeah. I mean,
Hawkeye
they're
in
Shield. They're all over the
Thor.
place.
Yeah, like
So,
Hawkeye was in Thor. Black Widow
mm-hmm.
was in Iron Man 2. Like
Mm-hmm.
there was a build up.
Yeah. Just I feel like this didn't have it. You had two out of the seven. We'll go with seven.
Yeah.
Three,
We'll
four.
go with sort of three. Kind of give it a two and a
Well,
half because Batman and Superman got their lead up, but even Batman's was, I mean, that was just a shared Superman movie.
yeah, this version of Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
Wonder Woman really had two scenes in the whole movie. One as, her casual persona at a party for like 2 minutes.
They rushed. It just felt really rushed.
Yeah, it was. And they introduced three of the characters in file footage where for some
Right.
reason they had their logos on, even though like none of them had costumes or logos.
The Snyder cut though, the pacing was on point.
Yes.
They introduced everyone, they built it, character development, they introduced Cyborg's backstory because the original one there was no backstory whatsoever.
Yeah, if
You just
anything,
saw him in a room like brooding.
if anything,
Flash.
real
Yeah.
quick, just on Cyborg, if anything, they kind of made him the main character of this movie.
What was it? Snyder said that he was supposed to be the heart of the movie
Yeah.
originally. That was his vision. And it worked, I think.
Yeah, I think in the Snyder Cut, it worked very well. He was like
Yeah.
the driving force in most of the movie. And I don't know the actor's name offhand, but he did a wonderful job. I did not give him enough credit after the first Justice League, well, the Justice League movie. Um,
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher. I mean, he was really awesome. He had some really touching emotional scenes.
Yeah, well, that was the whole point. Like I think in an interview, Snyder said that, Cyborg was supposed to be the heart, the glue, the whatever you want to call it, to, next to Batman getting everybody together, but
Yeah,
it was supposed to keep the league together.
yeah,
So, I mean, he's the one that had the mother box for the third one that Steppenwolf needed for majority of the movie. He's the one that kept it safe.
yeah,
So that in itself, he should be one of the focuses of it.
yeah. And in the original cut of the movie, I think he had like maybe 15 lines. Like,
Yeah, it was nothing,
yeah,
nothing. Like his whole storyline was cut completely,
yeah. Like, he was just in the background.
and so was Flash.
Like, yeah, both of them. And Flash didn't have like a huge arc in this movie, but they actually like show the examples in this movie. Like, and I love Flash. I feel like in general, the world loves Flash. Like, we want some Flash.
Yeah, Flash is one of DC's main guys.
Yeah, the CW show is actually pretty good. Like,
Oh yeah, the Arrowverse. Don't get me into the Arrowverse. I actually watch majority of that. So
oh, me too.
yeah, we should talk about that at some point.
Yeah, we've never really talked about that as human beings.
No, no, because I just don't like DC as much as Marvel.
Oh, the hate.
Yeah, I said it. I said
Yeah,
it.
I know you don't. either. I mean, you've said it to me before.
Yeah, I've said it. I've said it.
But I can't really blame you with how many times the comic books have been rebooted in the last few years and directions the movies have taken. I mean, it's a
Mm.
sour taste.
For me, Marvel just um, main difference. DC is superheroes and gods and super beings trying to be human. Marvel is normal guys turning into superheroes.
Yes, I agree with that.
I feel like in general, people relate to the latter much more.
Yeah, the bigger Marvel heroes, I relate to this. It's they are normal people trying to be heroes. While the opposite is true in DC, like you said, it's gods trying to be human.
Mm-hmm.
So we're better able to relate to these like Team
Exactly.
Marvel
Exactly.
heroes.
I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying Marvel's just more relatable.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
I'll go with that. That's why
Mm.
Spider-Man's like so beloved by everybody.
Exactly. Exactly. But going back to the Flash, the Snyder Cut actually sets up for Flash's solo movie a hell of a lot better than the original theatrical cut.
Oh, 100%. They actually go into Flash's abilities in a way of first he describes very briefly how it's more like time warps around him and he's
Mm-hmm. Speed
trying
Force, he actually
yeah.
mentions it.
Yeah.
Well, he mentioned it in the original too, but
But he goes into a little more detail in this one in just that he's trying not to push it too hard. It's actually a rule he set for himself so he doesn't
right.
affect and change things.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. But
Yeah, because
um
I mean, imagine being gifted that ability. Like, how hard would you want to abuse it?
very.
Yeah, if just like,
very.
oh, I just had a bad conversation with my boss. Let me rewind and redo it.
Well, Cyborg, they made him look like a badass.
Oh, dude, like his powers were like he can control the world's financial systems.
Anything.
Yeah,
He like how integrated the world is right now with this technology, he pretty much controls the world.
yeah. Like that is
I
he's not physically the strongest Justice League member, but he
no.
has the ability to affect the world in pretty much any way he wants.
Well, he what did they say? He can launch every single nuclear missile in the world if he
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah, his dad said that in the recording.
Yeah.
On that note, actually,
Are you gonna drink the cyborg drink?
yep. This one pretty basic. Just coffee, almond milk, and vodka.
Oh, Irish.
Yeah,
Irish coffee, huh?
it's a little bit of an Irish coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice though that the vodka with the almond milk kind of separated it.
Mm.
So it
You,
doesn't look totally appealing, but I'm still going to give it a shot. Well,
yeah, that's what she said.
yeah, like literally and figuratively. All right, let's try this. All right.
Mm.
So it's a vanilla almond milk, vodka, and coffee.
Yeah, you didn't think about doing like Kahlua or Bailey's or anything like that? I know you're drinking right now, so you can't answer me, but
Actually, that was really good. Though this might be a dangerous moment for me, this is one of the first ones I made. This was not a half shot.
oh, you made a full shot of
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Actually, no, actually I did try playing with Bailey's on this one, but I scrapped the Bailey's one. Amelia actually tried that one for me. Um because it was the same effect when I put vodka in it. It separated the Baileys. It made it look gross.
Yeah, well, it is a cream versus a regular liquid, so
Yeah. But actually, that tasted quite nice. But to look at it is unappealing.
hmm. What if you do
I'll say actually though that might actually fit perfectly for Cyborg because he thinks he looks unappealing, thinks he looks gross.
Hmm.
but actually it goes down smooth and quite enjoyable. In fact, I have a little left in the bottom of this glass. Hold on. Yeah, I'll go with that. I really like
Okay.
that, actually.
Yeah, he actually doesn't like himself.
Yeah,
How he was transformed into a cyborg and all that. So yeah, we'll go with that. Let's say that was intentional.
totally intentional.
Totally intentional.
I don't just throw things together in a glass and see how they work.
I feel like that's how I live my life.
I feel like that's how we both live our lives. I feel like
Yeah.
that's like why we're friends. We were just thrown at each other and we're just making it work.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah. All right. So we've gone through Flash and Cyborg and the opening.
Mhm.
What do we got next?
Aquaman. They made Aquaman actually look badass.
Dude, Jason Momoa as Aquaman
Yeah.
is just sexy AF.
Dude.
Like,
Yeah,
Aquaman
okay.
is cool.
No, like, original Aquaman, he's the joke of the DC universe and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
No, Jason Momoa, he just makes Aquaman sexy.
No, and like, Ben Affleck, Bruce Wayne tries to be like, you're the guy that talks to fish, right?
Yeah, they did try. They did try that. Yeah.
like they throw the joke, but
Yep, they
no.
did.
Like,
No.
I will drink a bottle of rum in your face, shatter it against the wall, and fucking throw you. Like,
Well, he was effective in battle. I think one of the
yeah.
main things about the original Aquaman was he sucked on land. He could not do anything on land.
Yeah, I think like very old school Aquaman that was true, but they
Mm-hmm.
through the years they changed it up to basically him and Wonder Woman have arguably the same level of strength.
Yeah,
Like,
but the stereotypes stuck.
yeah, like
He's
it's
still the
still
butt of
in
every
the
joke.
back of people's
Yeah.
heads. In fact, they
Exactly.
did in the comic book run, I think it was in the New 52, they did that with the opening of the Aquaman comic where, like he stops a bank robbery
Mm-hmm.
and like a reporter or some cops or somebody stops him and it's just like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, this wasn't at sea. And he's like, I don't just do things at sea, but you're weak on land. No, I'm a person too. Like, I just happen to breathe water sometimes when
Yeah.
I choose to.
Well,
Like,
I'll go back with the oceans are his favorite terrain.
yeah,
He's just better at it.
yeah.
No.
Like, and they played around with that idea a little bit in the New 52, which I appreciated. Not that I really read the Aquaman comics, but I only read a little bit of the New 52, so it's no slight against him on my part, but
No, the Aquaman solo movie. I enjoyed that thoroughly. It was good.
yeah, I give it like a B. Like, it was an enjoyable movie. I mean, I can make the
Mm-hmm.
jokes on any time they needed to change the pace of the movie, and by every time a scene ends with a random explosion for no reason. Oh, we're about to have a kiss scene, but we have to decide where we're going next in the movie. Explosion!
And there's something wrong with explosions.
Oh no, explosions are fine. But when they're used
What
like
you drop?
just a shot glass, a plastic shot glass, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they use it like 4 or 5 times in that movie.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Now that I think back on it.
Yeah, when you actually notice it, it's like jarring.
Yeah. But I go back to Aquaman being a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely changed, at least in the cinematic universe, the Aquaman stereotype. Or would you call that a stereotype?
Yeah, stereotype could work. I feel like there's another word on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Uh, just the idea of Aquaman in general.
Yeah.
He's just, and it gets used in things like we were talking about, Invincible last week, and in that first episode, there's totally an Aquaman stand-in, and he gets killed mercilessly. Like the only thing he was able to do is shoot water.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's there.
Yeah.
It's there. Hmm. All right, so that's 5 out of 6 or 7.
Hmm.
We'll call it 7. Superman.
Oh, and my Superman drink is perfect, by the way.
You actually need this right now, I think.
Oh yeah, no, I'm already sipping on it.
Mm-mm.
Superman.
Explain it. It's
All
it's
right.
it's
All right.
it's a
This
great drink.
this one's complex, and it's a full drink.
Mm-hmm.
This is a full glass. All right. So Superman, he's all about truth, justice, the American way, and he's a clean-cut Boy Scout. So what drink did I pick for him? A glass of water. Ah, he is.
Was it refreshing?
It
Was it as good as it is?
It is amazing, and it is a lifesaver. Yo, I got all these other shots going. Superman is saving my life.
Mm. I do like that they gave him the black suit in the Snyder Cut.
I do too, actually. I did appreciate when after he comes back to life and he starts to semi regain his senses, he goes back to the ship, and they showed a bunch of different suits. One even looks like the steel suit, like
Mm-hmm.
like Shaq
Yeah.
wore, except not the one that Shaq wore. That is a movie that shall not be named.
Oh, yeah.
Have you watched that movie actually?
I have not.
Oh my god. Oh
I don't think I
my
will.
god. No, we need to have like a bad movie night, man.
Yeah, we should do that one day. We
Yeah.
could talk about the bad movies.
Yeah, we'll just have like a bad movie day. We'll just do bad movies.
So, I do like in the Snyder Cut that they went a little more dark, right?
Yeah.
So, Superman at the end, I don't know. I got the feeling that he's not the Boy Scout.
Yes.
You know, he went through some experiences. He freaking died.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure dying would change a person.
Yes. As a quick note, the aesthetic of the black suit um works on multiple levels, but also in the comic books, the idea behind it in the resurrection of Superman um was that the black suit absorbs sunlight better. It the whole purpose was when he came back to life to help regenerate his powers faster.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, so
briefly.
from a
Yeah.
base, like just going like a base logic, like him coming back 100% standpoint, the black suit works, but it also works under this dark aesthetic that this movie is setting.
On that, the end credit scene or epilogue. It wasn't an end credit scene. Where it's the post-apocalyptic, where Darkseid has conquered
Dark
Earth
side?
Dark side. Yes, it's one of the other things that I can't pronounce correctly.
Yeah. Seed inside, same thing.
Hey, it's EID, okay? You
I'm
can
the
pronounce it
drunk
either
one.
way.
I'm officially drunk at this point too. Like there are no excuses anymore.
Oh, shush. Anyway. Look, English is my 5th language. Yeah.
That is my joke. You're not allowed to use it, you racist.
Either way,
I'm the one that's called you out on that. Fine.
Dark side.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah, what you think? Alternate reality or premonition?
No, so I'm thinking future, but it might end up being that kind of future where maybe that reality won't change, but they can change the previous reality.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that they're on a mission to go back in time.
Yes. Jared Leto's Joker appears, and
Yes, it does.
he mentions like how many realities or how many worlds have you tried to save with this plan and failed.
Well, he also said, how many of those were you so like scared to die? That's why
Yes,
um
that was it.
Lois Lane dies
Yes.
and Superman becomes evil.
Which I think, like, what they're leaning on there is it's the Injustice universe
Okay.
where the Joker, and in this case, it could be the Jared Leto Joker, ends up in the Injustice universe. He drugs Superman, and basically convinces him that Lois Lane, I don't remember all the details exactly, but Lois Lane is an enemy trying to kill him. And he straight up takes her into the upper atmosphere and chokes her out and kills her
Hmm.
while she's pregnant with his child.
Hmm. Oh, they did hint at that with the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They're hinting at the end of the Snyder Cut she's pregnant with his child.
Yep.
And Snyder has gone on note in the past of being a big fan of the Injustice series. So,
I would watch the Injustice League.
yeah, I mean, it's a compelling story. There's a reason the games are going, and they've made plenty of animated movies around that story.
Oh, it's like Superman's, like we discussed, the Boy Scout and stuff.
Yeah.
People want to see him evil.
Yeah, they want to see him break and not be the Boy Scout. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of being human too, breaking and going to a dark place.
I mean, he destroyed the five of them.
Yeah, in like a heartbeat.
Yeah. That fight scene, it was just, there was no contest.
No,
They
dude.
made it seem like they had no chance
Even
whatsoever.
you'd think the chance would be the Flash at moving full speed, and he just turns his head and shifts his eyes, and there's that moment of Barry Allen be like, "What? Like, how is he following?"
That was his oh fuck moment.
Yes. And on that note, I'll take the Barry Allen flash shot.
I thought you were drunk already.
Oh, I am. This one actually is I was considering things like an energy drink, but
Mm,
I went with
Red
hot
Bull?
sauce.
Hot sauce.
Yeah. So
Mm.
this one is
Bloody Mary?
so it's one half hot sauce and tomato juice, like a Bloody Mary. The
Mm.
the other half is a Chipotle tequila. You know, that stuff I've had on my back
Mm.
shelf that I've been saving.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a spicy, get you revved up like those tingles in the back of your head shot.
Mm. I was actually thinking Red Bull and SoCo.
Oh God, no! I don't want to die. Like, come on, man. I've had both those things separate and almost died.
Yeah, but I was thinking Red Bull and SoCo shot.
Yeah, no, that's too much. That's too much. Time would actually freeze around me.
Mm. Well, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah, nope. Eat a dick. Also, cheers. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Ah. Oh, I love a spicy shot.
Yeah. So I actually want to go a little technical with you right now.
Okay.
The Flash in this movie, his running motion. What did you think?
Okay. Oh, like, are we comparing it to, what was it? Days of Future Past, like Quicksilver?
I mean, just in general. I feel like that running motion is not natural at all, what they showed.
I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I accepted it though at a point with it's more of he doesn't actually have to be running. He's just activating the speed force. He's just moving.
Okay.
Eh, Like
I
it's
will accept that. I will accept that
yeah.
explanation.
Like there are moments where it's just like, oh, I'm just like moving my arm sideways, but the speed force is going. I'm going in super speed. No one can see what I'm doing. And that's just the speed force activated.
Okay. That actually makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Because watching the movie and watching the slow motion of him running, it irked me a bit.
Yeah. And that's the thing about like if he's gonna try to like move at full speed, he has to actually push it and run.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I accept that. I accept that explanation.
Okay, cool. Because I just made that up.
I know, but sometimes I accept your explanations.
Yeah, I'm a good bullshitter. Okay.
Yeah, we both are.
Oh, come here, Billy. Oh, Billy the cat's coming to hang out with me.
Yeah, I thought I heard some meowing in the background.
Yeah, he'd been hanging out the door for a while. He was let in. Oh no,
Billy does love you.
yeah, he changed his mind now.
Hmm.
I think he's going to. I think he's gonna go.
He's a
curl
cat.
up.
I don't even think he knows what he wants.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, no, I want attention. I gave him one pet, and he's like, okay, I'm done.
All right. We got through 6 of them, right?
All right.
Martian Manhunter.
Gonna have to give me a minute before that shot. So let's talk.
Well, you
about
don't
it.
have to take the shot, but let's talk about the reveal.
Yes. Well, that was interesting because I was talking to you about this in the original promotions for the Justice League. All the posters, everything. It was Unite the Seven.
Yeah, we talked about this, but they pulled that right after, though. It was, very short-lived.
Well, I mean, you say short-lived, but it went for months.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
one, they promoted this movie for like 2 years.
That's what I mean. I feel like they did it early and they pulled it and then they changed it.
Yeah, I'll agree with you at least, conceptually. At least I would hope that they would. But I mean, it's Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, Batman, Superman, 6, and then it was always
Oh, you can count. That's amazing.
oh yeah. Considering how drunk I am, that is amazing. Who was the 7th? That was supposed to be like the point. Like, oh, are they bringing in Green Lantern? Or are they bringing in Martian Manhunter? Which they referenced the Martians and the Lanterns in the movie, even the original cut of the movie.
Yeah, there was a lantern in the flashback war against the first battle, right?
Yeah,
the gigantic
with
one.
Darkseid and yeah. And nothing ever came of it. And for anybody who, I saw those promotions, I still kept that idea alive in the back of my head. When I first watched that movie, when I came out, I was like, wait, there was no 7th? Where was the Green Lantern? Where was the Martian Manhunter? Where was anybody?
Right.
I would have taken Hawkgirl at that point.
Right.
And in this one, I'd say they didn't do it well in terms of it's not like he came in and helped them save the day, but they introduced Martian Manhunter at the end.
Well, Martian Manhunter is a big part of the DC universe. John Jones, everybody knows him.
Yeah.
So, set up for the next movie?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, we'll see. There's kind of this thing in DC, their movies, that this one might be a one and done, but if it keeps making money, they're obviously going to throw more money at a sequel and just go with this idea of oh, it's a multiverse. Different things happen.
Yeah, they could go with that.
Because we have the new Batman movie coming out that has what's his name from Twilight?
Is it Ben Affleck?
No.
No, is it Ben Affleck being Batman?
No. It's not Ben Affleck being Batman. It's a new Batman. He's young Batman.
Reboot of Batman?
Yeah, it's the vampire kid from Twilight. What was he? Jacob. That was his character's name. I'm blanking on his name in real life.
You make it sound like I know Twilight. Hold on.
You totally know Twilight. Don't you fuck with me.
No, Andrea likes Twilight.
Yeah, I know this.
Wow, I can't spell Twilight.
You're supposed to be a DD, man. Come on, you're the man behind the wheel.
I'm running us off the round. Off the
Off the round?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. Edward Cullen?
Yeah. Edward Cullen.
Yeah, the main guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the new Batman.
Is he now?
Yeah, he's basically playing year 1 Batman.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
like brand new on the scene, detective Batman. Less of the
Detective Batman.
Yeah, less of the vigilante with the tank and the machine guns Batman, more of the on the streets detective Batman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I might want to see that.
I know. I'm hopeful for that one. Um
Are they gonna go with more of a noir feel?
that's what I'm thinking. There was a little bit put out on it and it gave me hope. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Like just more of like a crime procedural, like the dark and brooding version of Batman in that sense.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, coming out in 2022. Yeah, I'll watch that trailer later.
But before I take the Manhunter shot, what do you know about Martian Manhunter?
Not much.
All
I
right.
really, I really, my knowledge of the DC universe is very spotty.
All right, so I got you on this, Boo. I'll give you a brief description. He is a Martian. He is a green Martian. There are green and white Martians. Um, they had a war, and he escaped that war. In different continuities, it's slightly different the circumstances. Um, but his big thing is he's either psychosomatically afraid or weak to fire, or is actually physically weak to fire. He can pass through walls. He can change his body at will and shapeshift. That includes like he could turn himself into any kind of metal or whatever. And he's green and just kind of like a solemn badass. But he's also like the most loving member of the Justice League, which is weird because he's also telepathic. So he's cool with
Mm.
people.
Yeah, I knew some of his powers. Yeah, I don't know any of his backstory.
He has like all the powers essentially, and it's like he's one of the only, like in theory, one of the only matches for Superman. No, and
Yeah, I mean the Arrowverse. I know the Martian Manhunter in that
Supergirl.
universe, but I don't know
Yeah.
how accurate that is.
That one's fairly accurate, but they're always vague. I feel like in any comic book or any other version, they're never willing to push Martian Manhunter to the level where he can actually match a Kryptonian.
Mm. Well, it's Superman. You're not supposed to beat Superman,
Exactly.
technically.
Like that's kind of like the rule. Like, oh man, he can be this good, but he can't be Superman good.
Mm.
That being said, I
You gonna
made,
take a drink?
yep, it is a gin, melon liqueur, and a splash of sour mix shot.
You
So,
went through the spectrum. You went whiskey, vodka, gin, tequila,
oh yeah,
water.
no, I made a makeshift LIT out of this shit.
You made an LIT flight.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
That'll mess you up.
yep, I'm feeling that. This one, it's beautiful too. I wish you could see it. It actually is like glow in the dark green. Like this one is like perfect for Jean Jones, just color wise. So I keep swirling it in my hand. I'm excited to try it. I do like melon liqueur, like at its base.
It has to be a good melon liqueur,
Yeah,
though.
there's a thing.
Some of them taste chemically if
Yeah,
you get the wrong one.
yeah. You and I, we've tried some melon liqueurs that is just gross, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I like the idea of a melon liqueur.
I agree. Tell me how it tastes.
All right, let's see. Oh, that was nice.
This episode is long, considering the movie is long. There's a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, no, this one is a little extra length of our previous
Mm.
two.
So how was it?
This one was real smooth. The melon liqueur gives it, and plus the sour mix, it's just sugary enough to go down with. I have a problem with some shots actually. I mean, I'm a big drinker. I enjoy my whiskeys, my scotches, but
Gin's not your speed, though.
no. And a lot of shots that are put at me, I get a gag reflex come in. This, you shut up. Shut the hell up. This one, wonderfully smooth. This is God damn it.
Sorry.
I hate my life. I hate you. I hate everybody. Anybody
You regret
listening, I hate
everything?
you too. I regret all of this.
Oh, you love us all.
Yeah. I got a tiny bit at the end of the glass. Hold on. Eat a dick, okay? Like, I know that's what you're imagining I'm doing, so I want you to actually physically. Screw you. I'm going home. I'm already home.
You...
Like.
No. Sorry. I'll stop.
Let me just talk about my gag reflex. Come on.
Oh. Anyway.
All right. Real talk. That goes down smooth. It's nice.
I mean,
and I hate you.
Yeah. The combination is good.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the same boat as you. I don't like gin as much, but you put sour and you put melon liqueur in it, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Just a splash of each. It was like a half shot of gin.
Right.
Then a 2-second pour on melon liqueur and like just a little splash of sour. You don't even have to shake it. I didn't even shake that one. I just poured it from one glass to another to make sure it was stirred.
That sounds good. I don't know. I actually enjoyed your Justice League flight. That's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah, the Justice Flight.
Okay, we're gonna truncate it. Sure, the Justice Flight.
Yeah, truncate it.
Yes,
I like it. Is that our word now?
Sure.
Cool. I was actually racking my brain with how to do a Justice League drink.
Right.
And it was eventually just talking it out with other people. It's like, why don't I just do shots for every character?
Yeah. The same thing with the Avengers. Like, there's just too many characters, too many personalities. Same thing with the Justice League. You'll end up with like a mix mash LIT.
Yeah,
a really
and
bad one.
I even looked up some drinks online that people are like, "Oh, this is the Avengers drink. This is the Justice League drink," and I'm like, "What is this garbage?"
You can't. It's a team. You can't make one. I agree with what you went with the flight. I think it works perfectly.
Yeah. And doing them as half shots works quite well. You know,
unless you want to get messed up like he is right now. Do the full shots. Go for it.
I'm a big supporter of drink responsibly, even though I drink a lot.
You're at home. Who cares?
Yeah.
Drink all you want.
But it's
drink responsibly when you're outside. When you're at home, drink whatever you want.
But I drink like half portions of things. I'll do my whiskey soda with a half shot of whiskey. I just want a drink.
You like to sip.
Yeah.
You like to enjoy your drink throughout the whole night.
Yeah.
You're not wrong about that.
I'll pour a pint glass with a half shot of whiskey and the rest is just seltzer. I like to sip.
All right. We gotta move on because there's still more to talk about. A little more. I just want to mention Steppenwolf in the Snyder Cut was so much more badass.
Oh yeah. The animation on his armor and everything, so much better. And I'll say character-wise, it's not that he was more badass. In fact, he was more relatable.
Yeah, I mean there was in the original he was very forgettable. There was nothing to connect me with it, like you said.
He was just evil for the sake of evil. In this one,
right.
he betrayed Darkseid at one point. He's been trying to get back in his good graces and trying to redeem himself and get his placement back in society. Like, that's what he's doing.
I would like to see a sequel.
Yeah.
With Darkseid.
Yeah.
Even if the sequel does go into the Injustice storyline, I feel like I want to watch that. I want it to come out.
I would potentially like to see either a parallel story arc where there's the Injustice world going on that we've already got a glimpse of versus the normal timeline. I'll call it normal, air quotes. Um, and
You want a crossover kind of a thing?
kinda, yeah. And like that the Injustice timeline is trying to make sure that the other timeline doesn't follow suit. Or
I could see that happening. Yeah.
or we just get an Injustice movie and the purpose of the Injustice movie or movies is to go back to like the Snyder cut version of the movie and make sure that following events don't happen and prevent all that badness.
Mm. Either way, they're preluding to Superman becoming bad, right? Because Lois Lane dies.
Yeah.
I just there's so many hints that were dropped because of on that subject.
And I'd be
Mm,
super on board with if we're gonna do some Injustice movies, let's do some Injustice movies. Especially if there are other movies in the DC EU cinematic universe, like that whole thing, if they're going off in different directions, let's throw out an Injustice universe that follows this timeline.
yep, I am all for that. All right, now do you want to go into final thoughts?
Okay, you started off.
I don't know, my mind is blank. You started off. You're the drunk one.
All right, fine. I'll ramble. Um,
You can ramble.
I loved the Flash rolling back time.
Yeah,
Hit,
that was a good twist.
yeah, his emotional struggle with that. Just the idea that he's kind of always known he can do that, but he never wanted to. And also, he was injured and had to like heal himself. And like basically, whether it's fast metabolism or kind of rolling back time on himself, whatever, it was unexplained. Whatever the circumstances, he was like, I have to actually use my powers now.
The Flash in this movie, it's a young Flash, right?
Yeah, he's a brand
He's
new
just
Flash.
developed. Right, he's just developing his powers, and hey, if I had powers like that, I'd be afraid to use them.
Yeah. And I liked the overall story arc of this whole thing. I mean, like we said at the beginning of this recording, I like yeah, granted it was more than 4 hours long, but it pretty much had me engaged the whole time. I had a couple of let me check my phone moments, but it was really engaging.
I mentioned it before, but the pacing was good. They
Hmm.
took the time to explain all the story elements that were needed to actually make the ending impactful.
Hmm.
Because the theatrical cut was, I was at the end, I was like, I spent 2 hours watching this garbage.
Yeah.
But at the end of this movie, I was like, oh, I spent 4 hours watching a decent movie.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I felt too. I was like, I just spent an afternoon watching a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not
Hey,
record
if
setting, it's not the best thing I've ever watched, but yo, that was good.
I wouldn't mind if like DC continued their darker theme.
Yeah, me too.
See, Marvel has the comedy action right now. The MCU,
Yeah.
they have it cornered, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna beat that. Like,
Right. If you DC, if they want to succeed, in my opinion, go with the darker, go with the different type of feel so that it's not going to be as broadly accepted and enjoyed by everybody, but at least you have your niche crowd. And me personally, I would watch those dark movies all the time.
yeah, and you're gonna get like the entire comic book audience no matter what. That's why those movies make any money.
Mm, I mean, I know they spent a lot of money on it, but 700 million is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. But I do agree with you actually. I would rather see the DC movies take like continue on a dark tone. I would like to see you know what? Screw it. Let's do the Injustice. Let's go dark on it. You can
Completely.
yeah. And I mean, part of the Injustice movies is even rewriting the timeline. So just do it. Just go dark, and then when time is right and ready, rewind and go different.
Well, let's see how willing Warner Brothers is going to be because of how like the the DC cinematic universe really hasn't had a stellar run.
Yeah.
So,
though so far the Snyder Cut is getting, great reviews.
I agree. Yes.
And so much so that Godzilla vs. Kong got review bombed because Snyder Cut fans were mad it came out so close to Snyder Cut.
Really?
Oh yeah,
really?
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they came out so close together, like just what, a week and a half apart?
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. And so all the Snyder Cut fans went and bombed the shit out of Godzilla and gave it like zeros across the board.
Fans will get fanatical.
Yep. And fanatic fans are a trend of plenty of nerdy movies, so we'll never get enough of that. Yeah.
You're not wrong about that. All right, Shea, shall we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're good for the night.
Because honestly speaking, I really need to go pee.
Actually, me too, and I could use another drink.
Well, guys, thanks for listening. We'll wrap it up here. We are on Spotify now. What was the other one? Pocket Cast that I said, and on Anchor. Please listen to us if you liked it. Leave a comment. Let us know. Visit our YouTube. Subscribe, like, do all the things the voice in my head told me to say.
Yes, please. It's the Nerd Vector. We just love doing this, and we want to be able to keep, doing this silly stuff. And I want to be able to interact with everybody. So I'm excited to keep doing this.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
All right. Peace out.